Okay, today we're going to be working with the round bottom rail. I'm going to show you how we put the bottom rail onto the roller shade using the triangular shaped extrusion. In order to use that triangular shaped extrusion, what I did first is made a jig by cutting a groove. As you see here, it's approximately a 1/2 inch wide by a 1/4 inch deep into a piece of wood. Okay, and then I take my the same triangular extrusion and attach it to the inside of the groove, as you see there. That's going to help me when I'm finished, enable me to put the plastic extrusion I'm going to staple onto the fabric into the jig here, and it holds it flat so that when I staple, I'm stapling onto the flat surface of the plastic extrusion. Okay. So you need to make something like that up. It's not that hard to do, and you can make a fairly good size one lengthwise so that you can make wide shades. So I'm going to put this small one together so that you can get an idea of how to make it. So just take it, and what I did is I put that double adhesive tape into the groove. And then cut your triangular plastic extrusion or plastic insert and stick it to the bottom of the groove. Just putting 2 of them side by side. That way when you finish, I'll turn it around. You just need 1 groove. I made an extra one on this board, but it's really like this one. It holds you'll see that the insert one that I'm going to staple to will be completely flat. Okay, but basically that's all you got to do to make it. So I'm going to use the regular one that I used. So I take it, put it at the end of my table, get the plastic extrusion that I've cut, the triangular one. I cut it the same width as the fabric. And I take it, place it in the groove, get my material, and place it right at the edge. And then we're going to staple the material on. You want to staple maybe every couple of inches, trying to keep it centered to the plastic. Like that. Okay, so I have it on the flat side where you can see that I'm stapling it. Then we're going to take our bottom rail. And what I do here is I kind of roll the fabric around it so that the staples don't end up at the top. So I roll the fabric and then I insert it into the groove so that the staples are at the bottom or in the back. And being that it's a triangular shape, it won't let it turn around. Okay, and then you just attach your end caps when you're done. And sometimes if it's a thin material, you can roll it more than once if you want to get the staples completely on the bottom side. Okay, but that's what it'll look like on the back side. And that's how you do the bottom rail without wrapping it. And then next we're going to do a wrapped bottom rail. So I'm going to take this next piece of fabric. And what I do here is I have a line that I've drawn on my table that measures 1 3/8 from here to the edge of this tape basically, which could be the edge of the table, but I'm using the tape as my guideline. So I line up my fabric right to the bottom edge, and then it's going to measure 1 3/8 up. Then I take my bottom rail and add the double adhesive tape to it. Stick it right alongside the groove. Just smooth it on there, and then do the same thing on the other side. Okay, then peel off the paper from one side of the tape, and then center your bottom rail to the fabric, making sure that it stays nice and straight along that bottom edge. Okay, then I put the groove where it's facing straight up and center it to the fabric right up against the black line that I have drawn there. That's what's going to keep it straight. Okay, once I know that it's straight like that, I roll it forward so that the adhesive catches. Okay, and I smooth it out there, and then we take our tool the insert tool, and we press the fabric into the groove. Work it in slowly so that it doesn't make any bubbles, air bubbles on the bottom rail. Once that side's in, remove the tape from the back, or the paper from the tape on the back side of the bottom rail, and roll it forward again. Smooth it out again, then flip it over, and we're going to tuck the fabric into the groove again, so that this layer of fabric is actually on the other layer of fabric that I already tucked in once. Now the round bottom rail has a little bit less room in there than the elliptical, so I use the aluminum rod, or you can use the fiberglass rod, but we round off the tip on it so that it doesn't snag as we're pushing it in. So we'll put it in from left to right. If it hangs up a little bit, tuck it in again, and then keep pushing it. Okay, and just push it all the way through till it gets to the other end, and just pull on it slightly to remove any slack you may have. And basically that's it. Okay, this will be the front of the fabric where you don't see the rod in any way, and then the back looks like that. And after that, you just attach the end caps, make sure that you use the screws to secure them properly, and you're done.